Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Ellen Barrett, and we have a great show ahead for you today. And we're starting off talking about candles. And I'm joined today by my friend Lyschel with Karner Blue Candle and Supply. Thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, Ellen. Thanks for having me.
And this just smells lovely, and I mean it looks lovely too. You may be able to see this in the camera. This is actually not just a vase of flowers. These are candles. They're like candle flowers, and they smell great too.
Exactly.
So I just want to start off, first of all, how did you get started at candle making?
Well, of course, it's every person's dream to be a candle maker. But I was actually going into environmental law, and I had a ton of coursework, and I burned myself out going into the natural sciences and chemistry and everything else. And by the time I got done, and I'm like, life is passing me by.
Right.
This is too much. I can still put this degree to use doing something else and still affecting change, but doing something that is more enjoyable and that makes me happy. And so I started playing with wax, and I had a lot of really bad fails, because the best way to learn is by failing.
It is.
And yeah, I walked into an old shed and with a guy there, and he started throwing things at me, and I went home and I just made a huge mess. And this was like, 20, 30 years ago.
And here you are today.
Yeah.
Tell the tale.
Yeah, my friends they gave me a look like, you're going to do what?
Right.
So yeah.
But I know your candles are really different than other things you might find in the market, and it does have to do with your background.
It does. I mean, we do everything scientifically, or as scientifically as you can with candles, but we do multiple tests, we replicate our results, all that kind of good stuff. We make sure we have the absolute best quality ingredients in it, not just what you think it should be. I've actually really dug in and done the research, looking at all of the different elements and seeing what gives you the healthiest burn.
Absolutely, and I know it's really linked to the environment too, having to do with those ingredients. And if you think about it, you're burning something in your home.
Right, exactly. And when I got into this, I was all, yay, let's do, essential oils, but they don't really work in candles, and I could get into all that why. And so, like I said, I did the research, and it's, to make sure that things burn the cleanest, and you don't get all that gunk in your hair and your lungs and in your vents. That's what we've done. We've made sure that the junk's not in there. You're going to feel better. They don't have phthalates in them. They don't have extra solvents. I say that over and over and over again, and people are like, okay, what is that?
Right.
But it really just means you don't get the headaches and the bronchial issues that you do with some candles.
Which is, I'm guessing, really important, and something that I mean, when I buy a candle, I buy it because it smells good, and oftentimes I'm not thinking about the ingredients and what I'm actually burning. But I probably should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah. You got that, everyone? You should be thinking about that. And it's nice because then you're kind of taking the guesswork out of it for everyone, because I'm not necessarily going to pick up an ingredients list on a candle and really know what to look for.
And you can't. So that's the other thing, either because of trademarking secrets, unless it's something that directly is known to cause cancer, you're not going to see it on the list. And there's a lot of different things that you can, like an essential oil candle might only be, 51% essential. Like, there's just so much to it. And I've cut through that junk, and it's just like, you know what, this is just the real healthy stuff. So.
And that's really nice, because I would assume that just because it includes essential oils that it would be heavier or smell nice or great. So, which isn't necessarily true. So that's important. And you guys sell some other stuff too, other than candles?
We do. We sell a lot of other things. I mean, a lot of candle things, but we have handmade potteries. We have jewelry, beautiful jewelry. We have, just so much stuff. Like, every little nook and cranny is filled with something cute. I mean, we even have this adorable little fairy garden stuff.
Oh, cute.
All handmade. We try to keep handmade, U.S. made, quality. Everything in our store, we try to have that mark of quality on. So.
Now, just out of curiosity, too, just being a candle maker, how do you keep coming up with scents?
Well, I draw on my past. So once upon a time, I used to have a life. And so
before you were a business owner and a parent?
Before I had kids. Yeah, and so I used to do all these wonderful things. When I was getting my degrees in the sciences, it involved a lot of going out into nature and a lot of beautiful things happening. And actually, just last night, playing Pokemon Go with my daughter, we came across this beautiful setting, and it was all coming down, and it looked like fairyland. And it's just like, and my daughter was like awestruck. And it's just like, and the smell that came up from the water and the plants, and we're like, ooh, we should maybe do something with that. So that might be something we work on together.
How incredible, just drawing upon all of your experiences and nature around you.
Yeah.
With great ingredients, too.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Lyschel.
Thank you.
And you can find them at 1915 Monroe Street.
Great, thanks so
Karner
much.
Blue Candle and Supply. Thank you so much. And Talk of the Town will be back with more right after this.